cannot use the inventory method. You cannot use the cash method. You must use the accrual method of accounting. Generally, for the trader business in which you are with respect to which you are required to keep inventories. If you are required to keep inventories, you are required to use the UNICAP, the Uniform Cost Accounting UNICAP regulations to compute the costs of your inventory. So if you have to keep inventories, you are directly subject to the UNICAP regulations. What does it mean to use inventories? As we will see in a second, it means effectively that your costs are deducted as the inventory is sold. You don't get to deduct costs of inventory as you incur them. Rather, you, in effect, capitalize the costs of inventory into your inventory accounts, and then you recover those costs as you actually sell the inventory. So you have to use the accrual method, you have to use the UNICAP regulations, and you have to wait until you sell the inventory before you can deduct the costs of the inventory. All gross income from the sale of inventory is ordinary income. It is sale from the sale or exchange of property in the ordinary course of a trader business. It could not more clearly be ordinary income when you recognize it. So all inventory income is ordinary income. The flip side of that, however, is if you have losses, they are ordinary losses. A loss on the sale of inventory is, again, it's a loss from the sale or exchange of an asset held for sale to customers in the ordinary course of a trader business. It therefore is not a capital asset. So the income and the loss from either the income or the loss from sales of inventory are ordinary. You have the opportunity to deduct inventory losses as ordinary losses. Pick up the handout with the long heading, not the problem 22. The trick of inventory accounting is setting up a simple spreadsheet and using it right. The top half, the first 4 lines of that handout are summarized at the moment and the screen as maintenance of inventories. Remember, inventories are going to carry you from year to year. They go on forever, so you have to be very careful about them. But we start with year 1. New business starts on day 1. It has no inventory at all. Its opening inventory in its first year is 0. It then goes out and buys inventory. And I'm going to use the cost method here. I'm not going to introduce complications of cost or lower of cost or market. But it goes out and buys inventory, which costs it $150. So you enter that into purchases. So the inventory that is available to be sold consists of what you started the year with, of 0, and what you purchased or manufactured during the year at a cost of $150. You now take items that actually cost you $60, and you sell them. So the cost of the goods that you actually sold, if you were doing this on an item-by-item basis, maybe if you're a car dealer and your inventory is cars, you're keeping track of, for each car, what did it cost you,